morning. We're visiting Andreashof, and today we will have a discussion about Lightroot and learn a lot. So, hope to see you. Hope you enjoy. And could you introduce yourself?
My name is Mark Thomke. I live at the Lake Constant for about 10 years now. I work here for 7 years, and I'm distributing the Lichtjam in Germany and around Europe. I want to tell you a little bit about the Lichtjam, where it came from. It was something Rudolf Steiner said in 1924. Some farmers came up and asked him, what can we do in future for the people, that the food is going to be better? And he told them, you have to get the root, the Dioscorea batata from China, and try to develop it here, make it grow here in Germany, or yes, in Middle Europe. So they tried it. They took it from China and tried to make it grow here, but it didn't work. They tried it a couple of times. The first trying was in Dornach at the Goetheanum. And the last guy who tried it was in 1973, but it didn't work either. So there was Mr. Ralf Rössner. He wrote about it, that Rudolf Steiner said that in 1924, and he was searching for the plant. He went over to China and took it from there to Germany and made a couple of experiments. And he was talking here at the Waldorfschule, at the Waldorf school in Ueberlingen. He had a presentation, and Mrs. Dr. Cornelia Hahn, she was listening to him, and she had that place here, and they were making flowers, and it didn't work so good, and she was looking for something else. So she said, let's try it here, if it will grow here. And that was in 2002. We have the 10th anniversary this year, right? It's the 10th year that it is here. So they tried it, and they had from the beginning they had the idea to put it in boxes, because the root has a very deep growing. It goes very, very deep, and if you put it outside, you will never get it out again of the ground. So they built it boxes out of wood, and put some soil in there, and tried to let it grow in there. Mm-hmm. And there were different boxes, small ones, big ones, and they used different kind of soil to let it grow. And after 2 or 3 years, the plant was growing better and better. We are still searching for the best method to let it grow. There's another farm in Germany. They put it already outside. They have a lot of sand in the ground, and the roots are a little bit smaller. They are not so long, and yes, it starts working to put it outside and let it grow outside. Yes.
Point of clarification: what is the name of the Chinese herb that you?
It's Shanyao. It's called Shanyao in China. Shanyao, and it means medicine of the mountain, because it's in northeast China. There are a lot of mountains. It's like the same climate a bit than here, and that's what it's called in China. Shanyao, right? Yes.
And also, what was the name of the person that first brought it in from China? You mentioned his name earlier.
Here?
Yes.
Ralf Rössner is his name.
Okay.
Yes, and he was working here for a couple of years. Then they they got they s- he got on his way again, and we kept it here and said we're gonna make it going further and keep on searching for the best method. And you already said what's the name in China, Shanyao. There's a very old tradition in China. It's about 2,500 years old that this plant first was named in China in the traditional Chinese medicine, and they used it for different kind of things. They use it in the I don't know the English word, pediatry, pediatry.
Pediatrics.
Yes, for children who are very nervous, yes, it's very interesting. They use it when women come in their menopause, right? Because there's this phytohormone in there, diosgenin. So they gave all the women in China, they use it to equal balance it out. Yes, the hormone. Yes, and what else? A lot of things. It's good for the kidneys. It's the English word. It's tonisierend. Es ist tonisierend für Milz.
For the stomach.
It gives them a good shape, and yes, that's what it is used in China in the Chinese medicine. This is the one thing, the Chinese medicine. Then we have the usual, the school medicine, I say. They use it. It was a long time. It was for the pharmacy. They took the plant to make the pill out of it.
I wondered about that.
Yes.
So pharmaceuticals have been using it somewhat.
It got invented with a plant. They synthesized this hormone, and that was the first trying make the pill out of the yams.
Okay.
And it has a lot of ingredients. It's vitamin B is a lot in there. They have a lot of Spurenelemente, aminosäuren, amino. Yes. That's school medicine. What you can see as yes, what is in as ingredient, right? Yes, it's a very healthy plant, very healthy. And then you have the anthroposophical look on it. These are the three.
What is the anthroposophic look?
Yes, the anthroposophic. You say Rudolf Steiner said the plant takes the light. Every plant needs the light over the plant with the photosynthesis to build out the root. And what that plant or what that root does is she doesn't need all of it for the growing. She stores. Yes, she stores it. That's a lot of plants do that, but this plant, when you eat it, she gives it back to you. She gives it this light ether. She gives this power back to you, and
Yes, the light ether. I remember him
Yes.
reading the book. He spoke of that.
yes, about the light ether, right?
Light ether.
And
How
that's
do you explain what that is? Because a lot of our
yes,
people,
it's
it's hard to explain.
It's hard to explain. I always try to over the light with the leaves. This is a power you don't see. It goes in the roots. It grows. It cannot grow without the light.
Yes.
And it's pretty harder to explain it in English.
So the leaves are collecting it and
Yes,
and bringing it
everybody knows that. Yes.
Yes, in all things.
Yes, in
That's
all
how it
things,
is.
if cells are building, they need light for it.
Yes.
And what our body does is nothing else. He needs lights to renew the cells, to build new cells, and what this plant does, and what a lot of food maybe 100 years ago did, but not anymore, because it got the machines are building our food, making our food, and that's what the plant does, and gives it back to you, and that's why it's very, very good for us to put something against certain certain kind of food was all
Certain kind
around.
of, like the environment is changing so
Right.
much in our society. It's
Yes.
really hard to get all the nutrients.
Yes,
More
yes.
meat.
That's the school medicine, right? You're right. And there's something else. There's something else about the nutrition and the ingredients. There's, you can tell it something like life in there. If it's totally different, if you eat bread from a big industrial company who makes it with machines, and or if you go to a little bakery where the baker's man makes the bread by himself with his hands, it's a total difference.
Yes.
And
And also the growing of the wheat,
yes,
because around the world we understand that that has changed also.
right,
There's
right.
different
It's-
types
it's-
of wheat.
Right,
And they're
totally
taking all
different.
the nutrients out,
Yes,
and it's actually not good for you.
no, it's not good
So
for
it's
us.
interesting that this light root has a lot of the answers that people need to their
Right,
nutrition.
right, right.
But it's even more than that.
It's even more, and I
It's
think
more
the
than that.
important thing is even more than that it gives us something back we lost the last 60, 70 years, what people 100 years ago still had,
Yes.
but we don't. And she gives us something back for our inner, yeah,
Energy
energy, yes.
of the balance.
Right,
I think
right.
that's what I felt.
Yes.
When I experimented with it
Yeah.
and tried it.
Yeah, one thing, what is very important is that we are a biological dynamic farm here. So we already make a lot for the ground. That's very important because there are a lot of plants around the world who are yams.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
there are over 600 different yams. Yeah, and it's very important to make it biodynamic and not conventional. We have that research here, and we look for conventional plants, for organic plants, and for biodynamic plants, and it's a total different. If you look on the quality, you can measure it. Yes, we have biophotonics. It's a way to look on. It doesn't matter what plant it is, but you can look how much light when es sich auflöst, also wenn es im Sterbeprozess, sage ich mal, die Pflanze ist, when it's dying.
Dies down.
Yes.
Yes.
How it
Okay.
reduces the light.
You can measure the light, the light who is reflecting, and it's very, very. You don't see it with the eyes. You see it just with this machine, and we have chromatography. It's
Is that another way to measure?
it's another way. Maybe you can look at it later.
That would be good. Yeah.
Yes, and we have English for Bildekräfte. To eat it, to taste it, to feel what is happening, and it's a technique how you can measure qualities, and we have people who do that all the time. They look inside what is happening, and they write it down. They make pictures,
Oh, so
and
there's a
it's
lot
from
of
the
research.
anthroposophic. It's a research way to measure quality. Yes.
Oh, that's- Now, is that done right here?
Yes.
The
Yes.
research is
Yes.
done here?
Yes. It's done here. And we have the seed like this. We put it on the ground, and after one period, what comes out is a plant. It's like this big, maybe it's even that big, but more that big. We have to take it out in autumn, like October, end of October, because it's not for the winter. It's not good to let it out, to let it outside. We have to store it in a separate room, and after winter and in spring, we have to take it and go out and put it out again in the second year. You see here on that picture, you see it, that's our 1 year plant. That's how we can let it that outside. We grow that outside. We don't need boxes for the 1 years.
It can grow in the earth for the first year.
Yes, for the first, because
To-
it just
to grow
gets that big. We can harvest it
Yeah.
without problems, and that's
And we have a little mound.
a part.
No, the compost is,
Yes, it's like a Spargeldamm. It's a little bit higher. You see it here, and then here is our room where we store the
it
plants.
goes inside. in the
Inside,
winter.
it's
And
8
is it in
degrees.
dirt, but it's just open?
No, it's closed. It's
Oh.
closed. It's just a picture. It's closed. It's underneath the ground.
So you store
It's
it
over
in
here.
the basement,
Yes.
underground?
Yes, underground.
In the dark?
In the dark,
In the
right?
dark, okay.
Yeah, mostly in the dark. And then in the second year, we take that plant and put it out again in the box. In the second year, we have to put it in the box because it's getting, it's getting that big, even more bigger sometimes. And that's why we never would get that out of the ground again. No.
So it grows that big, this is
Yes.
second year.
Second
in
year
the box, and
in the
that's why
box.
the box was designed.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And you see, this plant is laying here almost 1 year now. It's 10 months. 10 months. It's laying here without soil, without water, and that's what it brings out
Amazing.
without doing anything.
That is because from the plant itself.
Yes.
It didn't come out of the ground with the log.
No. It came out with nothing, and
And then
that's
it's
what
kept
it was.
growing,
Yes,
just
yes,
laying there?
yes.
Amazing.
Just laying. It's very impressive
Yeah.
to see that. That's you see it here, the 1 year and the 2 year, and after 2 years, then we get it out because after 2 years it has the ingredients we need. It has light ether. It's not that much in the 1 year, or almost nothing, and in the 2 year, it's all in there. And then we take those boxes. You see it here. We have those tables. We have to open the box one side. We have to look that the soil is not falling out, and then it's like an archaeological work. Yes, you have to be really careful. We have hand tools, little hand tools, and be very careful not to damage it somewhere. Yes, because if it gets damaged somewhere and there's soil in it, it's not good for the plant. It starts getting weak, and yes, right.
Because it needs to be home.
Yes. Yeah, that's the 2
Now, I need to
year.
ask, do you harvest the leaves?
Yes, but just a
Okay.
little bit.
Just a little bit, okay, that's important, because I
Yes.
didn't know that
How do you,
originally.
on
Yes.
top it says Knollen Ernte.
Knöllchen, and yes, that's the harvest of the seeds. The seeds are growing in the leaves, and they're falling down.
Yes,
In 2 weeks, everything is full on the ground with those seeds, and we're collecting them, and that's the seeds.
So that means you're picking them up from the ground.
Yes.
You have to harvest them like a...
Yeah, no, you pick
Like
them
a
up.
grape.
No, you pick them up. Yes, right.
Because they're just laying on the ground.
Yes,
on
they
the
fall
top of the
down.
box.
Yeah.
And those are the seeds
Or on
that
the
you're going
ground.
to start again in the first.
Yes.
I understand.
And we're collecting the leaves, but not too much because you have to make a decision. The one thing is you want the leaves or you want the root.
Yes.
We want the root, so we leave the leaves till they get yellow, and all the power goes in the root.
Because all the light is coming.
Yes.
It's growing
And-
like that. The light is coming from the leaf.
Yes,
Like
and
all
go
plants,
in the
but this
but
especially
special, right?
needs
Yes.
all
So
the
why would you
Goes.
be growing the leaves? What would that be?
We're making a tea out of it. We put in, we have a tea, and it's very, very tasty. It's very nice for Christmas because it has that cinnamon taste, and you can fire it up a little bit. You can make like a little ein Räucherwerk, and that smells
Oh, you
then
burn
cinnamon.
it like incense.
Pardon?
You burn it like incense.
Yes,
Yeah.
right.
Really?
And it grows like cinnamon. Yes, yes, yes. And when that is finished, we sell the plant fresh.
Oh, okay.
Yes, people
Like that.
buy it like that. But also we put it in slices, and we have special drying ovens. They dry the plant down on 36 degrees, not Fahrenheit, Celsius, and it's the best temperature to dry the plant down, and then we get those chips. The slice, all the water comes out, and there's.
So that's 104 Fahrenheit.
Pardon?
36 or 37 is about 104 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, about right. 40 is like 110, right?
Now, at what point could you start to actually eat it?
Oh, you can eat it like that. You can put
You-
it. You can take, make
Do
it
you
with a
peel
knife.
it?
No, you leave
No.
it.
Oh,
You leave
okay.
the skin on it, and you can eat it like that. Just wash it, and then you can eat it. It's very
Yes, I know. We
yeah.
tried it. It's,
Okay.
it's really interesting.
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
kind of like a radish, yam type.
yeah.
taste.
Almost no taste. Almost no taste. And yes. And then we have those. Yeah, those are the drying ovens.
Yeah.
And we sell the chips. We
Okay.
have people who buy the chips and eat the chips.
Oh.
You don't need as much like the fresh one. And then we grind it. We have those mules, die Mühlen here, special ones. They are.
Could you explain, you heard from Michael yesterday that you have, when you grind it to flour, you have to make sure you don't have any of the electromagnetism going with
Yes.
the plant.
We
So
did.
What kind of grinding machines do you have there?
Yeah, we did a lot of work for that, so we don't have the electrical smog. Yes, not
So
on
let's
it.
explain that again.
Yes.
You have to make sure to keep any electrical kind of energy around it.
Right.
Because you want to keep it pure.
Yes.
Once it interacts closely with
Yes.
that. And that's why these grinding machines do
Yes.
well.
Yes. Yes. We believe when it goes outside, there are so many electrical things who are on the way to to the people. So we do the best for the plants. And what we did there was we took away the engine, the electrical engine underneath it. We took a chain, put the engine outside, like two meters away, and so there is no electrical influence on the on the machine.
That's
Yes.
amazing research that you did on that. too.
Yeah, we did it with a couple other things too, because we don't want that on the plant. We have a different mule. It's called Zentrofalmühle. She had a very high Umdrehung,
Spinning.
rotation,
Yeah,
yes,
rotation.
very high rotation, about 3,500 in the minute. So we had to take a hydraulic engine because you cannot do it with a chain or something, and we put an hydraulic engine underneath it just to keep the electrical
That's very interesting.
influence away. And she is grinding very, very slow. It's 1 kilogram an hour,
Oh,
and that's very, very. It's not too much.
So
Yes.
It's 4,000, we call it RPM.
Though not those one,
rotations
not
per minute.
not those one. It's a different one. Yes, this one I don't know. I think it's like about 80.
but you keep it very low.
Yes,
so it
70,
can't-
80. It's a very
Turns per minute?
yes.
Oh, very
It's
slow.
very slow. Yes.
So it's actually, you have to be very careful with the plant as you're getting it to the point of grinding it.
But-
Like, when you're getting it to the point of grinding it, you
Yes.
have to be careful of
Yes.
all things.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. You have to be careful all the way till it's in the package. Or yes.
Question, what is this rhythmic serum?
Yes. This is we call it Turbolina. It's a special machine. We can put the this pulver.
Override.
Yes, we can put it in there in a glass bottle, and it is turning the things like in a Lemniscatenform, in a Lemniscat.
Oh, it
It's
just
a A.
mixes it out.
Yeah, it mixes it in a very
After the
special
grind, so
way.
it's after the grind.
Right, right.
Oh.
It gets mixed.
Yes,
So that
and it is energizing again the what's meal again?
flour.
Flour, right?
Right.
Yes,
So
it's
is there-
energizing it.
Are they using magnets in there for the turning?
No. We can show it to you later.
Oh,
we can let it turn around. You see it. It's a very special way how it makes this energy.
How it's energizing the
Yes,
flour.
yes. It's very interesting to look at it.
And then how do you store it? I see there's a special way of storing.
We don't want a refrigerator or something because of the electrical energy, right? And so we thought about it 100 years ago. They didn't have one. They put it in the basement underneath the ground at like 8 degrees, 60% humidity. And we tried to build that after they did 100 years ago.
Does it
So,
look like a stone,
yes.
the way the old.
It's an old stone
Right,
basement,
right.
like they had it in,
Yeah.
yes, in the
Rübenkeller,
90s.
wie-
Right,
Same,
Rübenkeller, genau.
yeah. But not as moist, drier, more dry.
No, it's 60%, it's the best. It's like 60% humidity. Yeah, you have to keep it
Right.
dry as possible, as it can be here.
Like a root cellar. That's sort of the,
Yeah.
Yes.
the traditional way.
Yeah, that's our research right here. That's what I told you about the biophotonics, what I already told you. That's a chromatography from Dr. Ehrenfried Pfeiffer, who invented that. That's like a picture. The paper builds a picture after 1.5 hours, and you can read very much in the picture. We have to show it to you.
What is this? This is magnified, right?
Now this is ein Löschblatt,
Yeah.
ein
Oh,
Löschpapier.
yeah.
And they have a chemical, weißt du welche Chemie? Ja, Silbernitrat. And then it builds out like this areas.
Would this be a picture of a slice of the root?
No, this is a picture of the rhythmized powder, of the rhythmized flour.
Ah,
Yes.
The flower.
this is how you
Yes.
can, again, measure and research the light and what's happening.
Yes. Yeah, you can measure a conventional one, you can measure organic, and you can measure biodynamic. And I show you. We have to see the pictures. There are no questions if you see the picture. It's dead in the conventional. There's nothing. It's gray. It's nothing in there, and you see it's exploding, and it has a lot of flower, a lot of colors, and it's like a flower, or yes. And Bildekräfteforschung. It's you eat it and you look at it, what it does with you. Yeah, right. They draw. You see here, it's a drawing. What happens around you? What happens on top of you? Yes, what the aura. That's what they feel.
That's the biodynamic kind of idea.
Yes, right. They're all. That is two biodynamic. It's anthroposophical method from that. Yes.
That's fascinating.
Yes. You will see that. That's just the social life here. That we make a party, like an open day every year here. People come and eat well, drink something, try. Yes, it's once a year we make that. We always have roses here, biodynamic roses and herbs. That's what we also do to give the lithium a family around here, so it's not alone. Yes, so yes, that's what we think.
Because they like to interact with other plants.
Yes, she doesn't want to be alone.
Oh.
She needs other plants around.
Because
Yes.
roses, I always think of wanting to be their own.
You know,
But they like to.
Yes.
They like to have other plants
Yeah.
to hold.
they are all by themselves over there, but you don't find biodynamic roses as much. It's very late, but if you smell on, it's very fantastic.
Oh,
It's
yes, it's very fragrant.
Yes.
Because much of the roses now, they're losing that. They
Yes,
have
they've
lost their
nothing.
fragrance, and
Yes.
it's happening more
Right,
and more.
right,
So when
right.
I went to your roses,
they
they
have different
totally-
types, and they have different different smellings.
yeah.
Yeah, and those are the herbs. Yes, and this is the over 40 different thyme, salvia, many majoran, the typical herbs and a lot of special ones, right?
Now, can you, afterwards, and let me know if this works, can you give a little explanation to people about biodynamic? Because it's not, okay, so you're going to it now, because it's not fully understood to a lot of people.
Yes.
What you mean by biodynamic?
Yes.
Yes.
That's going to be very hard in English, but
You could do it.
but we have someone here. He is making the compost, and he was in Wisconsin and make the compost there, and he can explain that in English very good to you. So let's do that later. And he is going in that extra.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I think that's better.
I think that's a good idea.
Yes. You see, just for once again, you see the chromatography here again. How that goes out. You see a little bit about the Dioscorea batata. You don't see a conventional one here, but we have to show you a conventional plant,
Yes.
and so you can see the difference. Yeah, but those are the pictures how we research our quality.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
You're very welcome.
That was great.
Thank
That
you.
was really good,
Okay.
because we heard from him, and so it's really great to mix the two
In
and
the German
understand
English.
it more.